You are welcome. The fulfillment of Bible is here. Bible is fulfilling in our eyes. The video you are seeing here is how China are able to build their hospital for 10 days. They are able to achieve a very large hospital for just 10 days. It took Russia also 30 days to build hospital with 42 billion naira. Can you see how big the hospital is? They are able to achieve this in 10 days. Can you see technology, the advance in technology? And Bible has predicted this 2,000 years ago. Bible talk about technology. Even during the time of Daniel. In the book of Daniel chapter 12, God told Daniel that knowledge shall increase. Even though that one is talking about people will go and search Bible, they will search Bible, they will try to figure out the prophecy, they wouldn't get it. But yet, if you use another application for that word, it means there will be knowledge. And this is what we see today. So let me come to my own Bible study, which I want to use this particular video I'm showing you to bring my fact out. There's a prophecy concerning the temple where Antichrist is going to sit in future. At the middle of it, he's going to call himself God. In a prophecy written by John in AD 95, which is the book of Revelation, the angel that appeared to him in that Revelation chapter 11 verse 1 and 2, he said he should measure the temple. I want to read verse 2. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto Gentiles, and the holy city shall be tread upon underfoot, shall be tread underfoot 42 months. That is 3.5 years. The tribulation is 7 years, according to Jeremiah. Can we see that? According to Daniel. So let's see Daniel. Daniel talk about the tribulation. Daniel chapter 9, verses 27. He said, he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. So 1 week there is weeks of year. 1 week, that is 7 years. How many days do we have in a week? 7 days in a week. So this 1 week is talking about 7 years of tribulation. And in the midst of the 1 week, he shall cause the sacrifice and the obligation to cease. And for the overspreading of the abomination, he shall make it desolate, even unto the consummation. And that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. So let's now see the middle of tribulation, what Jesus Christ during his earthly ministry called it. Matthew chapter 24 verse 15. Jesus called it great tribulation. So tribulation is 7 years. Jacob's trouble, that is Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7. It is 7 years and it's majorly for Israel. After rapture has happened there, Antichrist is coming with his propaganda. He will go to Israel, we make a covenant with people of Israel, and they will submit to him. There is going to build the temple. The video I showed you, if China are able to build that hospital as big as it was for just 10 days, if Russia could be able to achieve their own within 30 days, and they use 42 billion naira, and there's a prophecy concerning the temple that was destroyed as far back as AD 70. In Matthew chapter 24, where I am now, I think I should show you Matthew chapter 24. Let's see that verse 1. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him the building of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I said unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon the other that shall not be trodden down. Jesus prophesied concerning the temple as far back as AD 33. Jesus said, this temple that you so admire, a time is coming that they will destroy it. 30-something years after the prophecy, the temple was destroyed by a man called Titus. He was the one that besieged their temple and he destroyed it. We can see that also. Jesus has said it in this verse 2. Let's now see where it happened. Jesus showed that in Luke chapter 21. Luke chapter 21, he said, when they shall see Jerusalem that is compassed. Can we see that verse 20? He said, when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with army, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Jesus now said people that are in Judea, they should run away. People that are in the countryside, they should not bother to enter. So this is the fulfillment. That Luke chapter 21 verse 20 to 21 here, that is when that temple is destroyed. But where am I going? Ezekiel chapter 40, even before New Testament, Ezekiel prophesied about the temple where Jesus Christ is going to use when he shall come back for his millennial reign. The temple, Jesus will use it. And Jesus, before he left, he said the temple shall be destroyed. That means the temple is coming back again in future. But right now, as we are talking now, the temple is not there. So we shouldn't expect the temple before rapture. Once I show you this video that they are able to achieve this, that means after rapture, they can achieve the temple for just 7 days. It took Solomon 7 years to build the temple. And with technology on ground now, the temple can be built 7 days after rapture. Because Antichrist is going to use that temple. At the middle of it, he's going to call himself God. That is what I show you in that Matthew 24 verse 15. Jesus called it great tribulation. He will make the sacrifice to cease. And he will sit down there, he will call himself God. I think I should show you. So this is Ezekiel chapter 40. This is all about the description of how the temple is going to be. The porch, the cubit, the measurements. Ezekiel has prophesied it here. This prophecy is not about the one that they destroyed this 70. This one is talking about the future one. The first temple was built by Solomon in the book of 1 Kings. He used 7 years to build it. When Nebuchadnezzar besieged Jerusalem, he destroyed the temple. Nehemiah, Ezra, they took the degree from the king then under the Medo-Persia. They went ahead to reconstruct the wall. When Herod came into power, Herod was there 6 BC. Herod was there during BC time. So Herod was the one that built it for them for 46 years. It took Herod 46 years to make it fine as it were during the time of Jesus. But Jesus also said it shall be destroyed. As I'm talking now, 30-something years after Jesus was ascended, the temple was destroyed. Now there's no temple there. Where people go to pray every year based on their pilgrimage is just a wall. They will face the wall and they will pray there. It's just some leftover blocks, leftover wall. But yet there is a prophecy that the temple is coming back because Antichrist is going to sit there, and when Jesus shall come also, Jesus will use that same temple for his administration, because Bible said the riches of the Gentile are our own. So Antichrist will build the temple. Jesus and his people will use it when they will come back to reign for millennial reign. I think I should read Thessalonians for us. Let's see where Antichrist is going to sit in that temple. He will call himself God. Let's see that. Verse 4. Apostle Paul said, let no man deceive you by any means. I think I should read verse 4. Who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, all that is worship, so that he as God, can you see he called himself God, seated in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. But as I'm talking now, no temple there. And this 2 Thessalonians is going to be fulfilled after rapture. Antichrist will not show up now. All the speculation around CCC, whatever, CCC is not coming until after rapture. Antichrist is not going to reveal himself now until after rapture. Why do I make this video? So that you will know that everything Bible said has been fulfilled. Lastly, before I go, I want to show you a prophecy. A prophecy concerning technology that we have today, concerning our TV, concerning our TVC, concerning our CNN, concerning Al Jazeera, concerning France 24, and co. There's a prophecy in that in the book of Revelation chapter 11 verse 9. There's a prophecy concerning technology, television that we are seeing today. 2 witnesses are coming in future after rapture, the 7 years. At the middle of the 7 years, 2 witnesses will come. They will start preaching to people. Last 3.5 years, that is when Antichrist is going to give people the mark. And the mark is not tattoo. People are saying there is microchip or vaccine that they want to do because of this corona. It's just a kind of shadow. Is a kind of shadow, nothing like that. Antichrist mark is not tattoo, neither is microchip. And yet, we don't need to be bothered concerning that now. Don't be bothered. It is not for Christian. It will be done after rapture. It will be done at the middle of 7 years. That is what Jesus Christ called great tribulation. He said it shall be serious for people that receive the mark. That is when the wrath of God is coming upon this world. Corona that we are seeing is not the wrath of God. The wrath of God is really coming at the middle of 7 years tribulation. That is when people will go to mountain, that mountain should fall on them. You can read that in Revelation chapter 9. That is when water is going to turn to what? Bitterness. Third part of the seal, all the creature there shall die. Human being that have the mark, sun, something shall be poured in the sun. Sun will be scorching people's body. People will go to mountain, that mountain should fall on them. You can see that in Revelation chapter 6 also, talking about the 6th seal. So what we are seeing now is just a fairy fairer. It's a kind of introduction. God is telling us how future is going to be for people that are left out. So that's why we need to struggle now. We need to be close to Bible, because everything Bible said has been fulfilled. The last one that we so much put mind in, that is when Bible said the gospel shall be preached all over. Has it not been preached now? We have television, we have CNN, we have 4G, 1G, every GG, Facebook, WhatsApp. One way or the other, people are posting it. Jesus is Lord, Jesus is coming. People are preaching every morning. They will jingle the bell, they will do their morning cry. Has that not cut across the whole globe? Bible has been translated in 2,500 languages. We now have Bible in 2,500 languages. How many countries do we have in the world? It's not up to 200 countries. Yet, Bible is being translated in 2,500 languages. Can you see that the gospel has been preached all over? Can you see the handwriting on the wall? Daniel chapter 5. When Belshazzar, he has used the vessel of the Lord to drink the wine with his concubine, one hand just appear and he wrote something on the wall that your kingdom has been canned and this is the end of your kingdom. Today, this kingdom shall be taken out of your hand. And that very day, the kingdom was taken out of his hand. The same handwriting we can see on the sky today. The Pharisees during the time of Jesus, they were asking for sign. They said, Jesus, what is the sign you will give unto us? Because there is a sign. The Bible says it must happen. Jesus said, if rain wants to fall, you people know how to design that. But you cannot design the coming of Son of Man. He said, no sign shall be given to you except the sign of Prophet Jonah. As he used 3 days in the belly of fish, that is how Son of Man is going to use 3 days in the earth. And Jesus is talking about his own death. Jesus used 3 days there and he resurrected. That's why we are serving Jesus that is alive. We are not serving dead God. No other religion has what Jesus does. No other religion, their God died for them. It's only Jesus. He came, he died, he resurrected, and he's living till today. And he said he's coming again. Once he has come the first time, Bible says virgin shall conceive. And when it is appointed time, Mary conceived. And that is talking about history. History have their baby. They have their son. Bible says his son is given, right? A child is given, a son is given. A son unto us, a son is given. A son is given, is just to what? To die for us. A child is born, that is to reign in millennium. He was born to be king. He was given to die. Two things he fulfilled in that Isaiah chapter 6 verse 6. A child is born, that is born to reign. Is born to be king over the earth. A son is given. He was given on the cross. That is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave us his only begotten son. Can you see the two fulfillments? Child born, that is, he was born to become king. But has he been king? Has he been crowned? Has he mounted that pulpit and the throne, I mean? What was the name? Pilate asked him, are you king? He said, yes, but I've not come this time to be king. This first time I've come to die, but I'm coming as king because that is the reason why I was given birth to in this world. He came from the tribe of Judah purposely to become king. So second coming is very sure. And whatever Bible prophesy, whatever Bible say concerning that has been fulfilled completely. We don't need any other thing again than what God has been showing to us. And with the aid of technology today, we know that no, rapture soon, temple will be there after rapture. Something that took them 46 years during the time of Herod, something that took Solomon 7 years. It will not be more than 7 days before they will build the temple. I think I've shown you that. Bible has been fulfilled. So lastly, before I go, I want to show you Revelation chapter 11, verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and marry, and shall send gifts to one another, because the two prophets tormented them. I want to read verse 9. And they of the people and kindred and tongues and nations shall see their dead body 3 days and half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in the grave. They shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in the grave. But Bible says the whole world shall see them. This is where I'm going. The whole world will see them. See. The whole world will see them. That is plebo in Greek. They shall discern them. They shall discern them. So with their eyes they will see them. To be possessed of sight. Have power of seeing. They will look into them. They will gaze at them. They will discover them by use to know by experience. So that is the meaning. They will see their dead body. How can someone die in the streets in Jerusalem and the whole world will be seeing it? Can you see what Bible has said 2,000 years ago? We now have it today. We have all the satellites. We have all the television in our room today. We sit in our parlor. We'll be watching what is happening live. We'll be watching CNN live. We'll be watching anything that is happening somewhere. They will broadcast it and we'll be watching it live and direct. Facebook live. Church are locked down. We are not locked out. Yes, they are conducting service in their parlor every Sunday. Yes, they are putting it online, streaming online. See what Bible said 2,000 years ago. And we now have technology that has advanced to that extent now. Can you see that Bible has been fulfilled? I want you to start now. Don't play religion. Please be spiritual. Don't just be in church attendance. Make sure you have been baptized into the body. Do you get it? Don't just know your hymn book on your head. Make sure you know him himself. And I pray that may the Lord Almighty, whenever the trumpet shall sound, trumpet is not going to sound by angel, as people are saying it. No. The trumpet there is the voice of Jesus. Jesus will show in the air and nobody will see him. Only the people that have his spirit. Once he calls us, we will go that day. Have you possessed the spirit? Are you using gifts, speaking in tongues to say you have the spirit when you are contradicting Bible? When you are going to church where you are worshiping Mary? When you are doing all sort of nonsense in your church, when you are holding on to Bible doctrine, you neglected the teaching of the Bible. You are holding on to church doctrine, is our church practices, the tradition of men, philosophy of men, mind idea. You are holding on to what your church said. Because of that, you silence Bible. You don't make Bible your yardstick. With that, you don't have the spirit. Make sure you have the spirit. Is like SIM card. Once Jesus died that number in the head that day, people that have his network here, they will be connected and they will be seized away. Just as Enoch in that Genesis chapter 5, just as Elijah, just as Philip, after he finished the baptism with Ethiopia Enoch, Bible says Holy Spirit caught him away. That is rapture there. Apaso in Greek. G267. Apaso. He was caught away. He was seized by force. So that's how rapture is going to be. It will be short and sudden, secret, like a flash. People will just, they will disappear. Rapture is not to be compared with how Jesus was going during his time. And they now say, hey, can you see this is Jesus that is being received up? He's coming in like manner. Rapture is not going to be like that. Rapture will be seized, just as Philip was seized after he finished the baptism. Bible said the man could not see him again. That is Acts chapter 8. That man could not see him again. After he finished the baptism, Holy Spirit caught him into a place called Asuntos. He did not see him again. That's how rapture is going to seize us out from this world one day. Bible has been fulfilled completely. And I pray that from now on, you will see the reality of God. And whenever it is time, I and you will be there. Amen. Shalom, all the bride of Jesus Christ. God bless.